Hey, what's up, everybody? This is fresh off the press, mainly because I am getting cabin fever from being snowed in all week. But I wanted to come on here and make a quick video. I'm always talking to my students about leveling up their own tech game. So I made the decision over the last few months to do the same myself so that I can model this for my students. So I signed up for the Junior Pentesters pathway with TryHackMe. And let me tell you, it was a lot harder than I initially anticipated, but it taught me a lot. So I want to take some time to share 5 things that the Junior Pentester pathway taught me about cybersecurity. Lesson number 1, document everything. Listen, when I first started out on the pathway, I was processing everything just fine. But then I ran into a couple of lessons that required me to reuse something that I had learned before. But all of a sudden I realized something. I couldn't remember the steps that I took. I couldn't remember anything at all of how I accomplished the task. So I had to go back, stop, and relearn it all over again. I made the decision to download Obsidian so that I could make some notes, and I created myself a knowledge base that I could go back to, search, copy, and execute anytime that I get ready to. Listen, don't make the same mistake I made. See your notes as your superpower. And if you'll take notes, you can thank me for it later. Be the full package. Okay, here comes the teacher in me. Look, it's easy to get caught up in chasing certification after certification, but just chasing paper makes us all talk and no action. We don't want to be people who just simply click on buttons without knowing how things work behind the scenes. We need to be both. We need to be people who have knowledge, and that gives us the why, but we also need the practical skills. That gives us the how. This means that we need to guard against that cert chasing mindset. Make sure that you actually know what you know, and make sure that you can do what you need to do, but make sure you can do it well. Respect the foundation. Listen, this means don't skip the basics. I know that the hacking part looks cool, but you can't defend what you don't understand. And during the labs, I had moments where I got stuck, but I leaned in on my understanding of networks and operating systems to get through that lab. Listen, if your foundation is weak, your pen testing will be too. So master the fundamentals first. I promise the advanced stuff will come a lot easier to you when you actually understand operating systems and when you understand networks. And that's what this pathway reminded me of. Fundamentals are important. Here's another one. Research is the job. Let me say that again. Research is the job. While I was doing the labs, I made it a point to stop. If I ran into a command or a tool that I didn't realize or recognize, I would move on until it clicked. It's tempting just to get the flag. You want to finish the assignment, but really don't do that. Deep understanding beats a lucky guess every single time. If you want to be a pro, you have to research first. You aren't just there learning how to capture the flag. You're there learning how to investigate so that you can do a good job. All right, last lesson, consistency wins. Look, there were times when I was in the lab trying to run a reverse shell or an exploit, and it just didn't work. And I really got frustrated. But rather than giving up, I stuck with it and I stayed consistent. And that right there is the secret sauce that I teach you guys over and over again. Consistency makes dreams come true. Listen, I've modeled the work of how to get through this particular pathway, no matter how tough it was. Now it's time for you to get in the lab and find your own breakthroughs. I'm moving on to defensive security now, but who's coming with me? Well, until the next episode, always stay ready and set to defend. See you in the next episode.
3, 2,